and determined to be well. Straight ahead full speed. Sometimes what you want so bad is not what you need. Be careful what you wish for. Some dreams could never come true. Be careful what you hope for. My hope is I have you. But you came and you went, and my love was misspent. And all I can do is regret it. Gotta be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it.
All right. Just having fun. All right. Now, let's get back to WD.
And I have children in both camps now. My daughter follow you. I have a son that strongly stand on the foundation that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad placed for us to grow up as a independent, prosperous, respected people. I am respectful to your sincerity. However, like you just referred to Master Farad Muhammad as just anybody. We know that God works through men. If he if he had come in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, or came in the person of John Dixon, however he appeared to us, we don't charge whoever it was who saw God and threw a burning bush. We don't charge him as a bush worshiper. He accepted a message through the bush from God. I think that is one of the things that happened so terrible that the nation split up, and we who suffered so much as a people have been disillusioned and been confused by mixed messages. I pray, Allah, that we come back to the foundation that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad established for us, that we might find the dignity, the respect, the honor from all nations of the earth to gain our meaningfulness in the world. I think so bad.
You cannot expect, like the brother there, he going on and on, but if you want nations of the earth to respect you, you got to first respect yourself. You don't spend 40-something years praising a messenger of God, and then a year after he ain't there no more, you out there saying that you agree that he was not a messenger of God, and think that people will respect you. That's one thing about our gift to the Orthodox people. To this day, they're not going to hear you sitting up talking about Prophet Muhammad was not a messenger of God. I mean, them boys, them boys cut your head off. But I'm just telling you, they takes their messenger seriously. Here you come up here, not even a year after the messenger wasn't here, you sitting up there listening to WD tell you that he didn't teach true Islam. And then you sit up talking about your daughter following him, and then your son following the, well, whose fault is that? You got to take some responsibility for what you let happen. You see, you didn't have to help tear it up. You could have walked on off, but you didn't. You stayed there and started trying to somehow make it look like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad chose a successor. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told you wasn't nobody coming behind him but God. He told you that. So, You can't blame it all on W.D. Muhammad. He didn't tell you he was God. he told you he was born for the mission. And you didn't even ask him what mission was he born for. So I'm here. I was telling you that I'm the Son of Man, and you called me crazy. Even the knowledge of the black man being God, when I quoted back to you what you taught me, you made light of it. As though now I'm supposed to believe it was a lie because you now saying that it wasn't true. When you wasn't the one that was authoring that. The messenger of Allah is the one who authored that. And he learned it from Allah in person. Not just in a book, but in a person. And you never proved that Master Farad Muhammad was not God in person. If he wasn't, where did Elijah Muhammad get off talking to white folks like he talked to white folks and getting away with it? If God wasn't the one taught him, who taught him? And how do you explain me? I didn't hear it, but I came in 73. He was gone at the end of 74. 2 years, and I never met the man. But I did meet with what he taught. Even in the Theology of Time, he said, give me 6 months. I have you so smart that you can wrap time around your little finger. And then look at your little finger and say, what's that on you? He didn't say he needed no 20 years with me. He said, give me 6 months. He had 2 years to reprint articles and catch me up. You remember the Muhammad Speaks? Start reprinting by popular request in 1973. When I came in, it was a lot of reprints. When I got there, the teacher was dismissing class. He had spent the 40 years that he was given. He said he had been given enough to last him 40 years. I would walk up in a mountain 40 miles high and eat rattlesnakes just to teach one man. Yeah. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad had to wait on me to grow up. I was born in 50, but he had to wait on me to grow up. 23 years. Like he said, the Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad over a period of 23 years. Well, I was revealed to him over a period of 23 years. Do you understand? So, and you know, at the time I was born, there was a whole lot of babies being born. You know the story. When Moses was born, they was trying to kill all the boy babies. So you know what Moses means, don't you? It means taken from the water. See, the Holy Scriptures is full of water. And in the volume of the Scriptures I came. Moses, taken from the water. So it's a whole lot of things that I could tell you. And I'm going to tell you when it's time. But let's let you hear WD a little bit more.
I'd like to ask one question. Why did you wait until the messenger left here, passed away, before you split off and went a different way? Why didn't you stand up at that time and tell the world that your father was wrong and that your father wasn't right and that Master Farad Muhammad was a fake or something? Why did you do it at that time? Why did you wait till he passed away? And of course, we all looked at everybody in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's family as the holy family, and we respected you as such. But let us understand that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad did indeed have a foundation for us. I don't care what he did. I don't if he.
I'll tell you what, Omar. Let's give him a chance to respond to your question.
To finish, and I'll answer.
Okay.
Is it finished with the question?
Yeah, he's finished with the question.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
My father wasn't unaware of me having a different thinking. He was very much aware of that. In fact, he had put me out of the community twice for me for my thinking. That my thinking was opposed to their belief in God. And he put me out of the community.
Now, if the messenger put him out, do you do that to somebody you pleased with? Or somebody you displeased with? Okay. Then why is it that the messenger let him come back? But see, something he didn't tell you, but if you go back to the 65 Savior's Day, when the messenger talked about WD, he said, my son, he said, I'm not going to let even my son destroy the work that I'm trying to do for you. I told him that I could not accept him back unless you accept him back, or until you accept him back. They accepted him back. Do you understand? You know what they should have said? They told him, no, you can't come back. But they didn't say no. They started clapping and welcomed him back. Do you understand? So if you welcome people that attack the messenger and accuse the messenger of lying and accuse the messenger of teaching false religion, well, the messenger said, I can't accept him back until you accept him back. That's what he said. Huh? So watch. He gonna tell you that the messenger knew what he was up to. And the messenger put him out. That was a sign to you right there.
Right. And that's on the record, and the community knew that I had been put out. And he also accepted me back twice. And the last time he accepted me back, he told his staff that my son is free to go anywhere he wants to. And he said to me,
the messenger said that to Malcolm. He said, Malcolm, you go wherever you want. Say whatever you want about me. He said, but Malcolm, I have the keys. And not a one of you will get out of this situation that we are in here, out of the slavery and suffering and death that's imposed upon us, without a key from me. That's what he told him. So naturally he told WD and told everybody, let him go wherever he wants and say whatever he wants to say. Do you understand? Why? I'll read it to you. It's in Message to the Black Man. It says, this is on page 307, and I'm going to start at the third paragraph. Well, the second paragraph. When God chooses his representative for the people, he speaks to the people through that representative. And if the people will accept that representative, we call them prophets, apostles, or messengers, then they are accepting Allah. But if they reject him and still say they believe in Allah, they are considered enemies of Allah and disbelievers, because that is Allah in that representative. And you cannot accept one without accepting the other. You have got to accept both. You cannot get the blessings of Allah if you reject his messenger. Now these boys, now I want you to understand something. The copyright on this book I'm reading out of is 1965. Keep that in mind. 1965. Now these boys that you were referring to, talking about Malcolm and Wallace, these boys that you were referring to, they do not worry me. I do not give my time arguing with them or talking about why they believe or disbelieve. I do not even argue with them because I knew these things in the beginning. I knew they would act like this, some of them. I was told about this 34 years ago. Subtract 34 years from 1965. You get 1931, huh? Master Farad Muhammad had told the messenger what Wallace was going to do. Do you understand? And he says, I knew they would act like this. Some of them. I was told about this 34 years ago. But they did not know these things. And I am not excited as the public would be, or as the public would like to see. The messenger told him, leave Wallace, leave him alone. Why? Because he was told that WD was going to act like that. And you notice the messenger didn't say Wallace was going to help him. That's what the family members were saying. Well, he did help in a sense. In order for me to build a nation, that which was helping to build the foundation, it had to be dismantled and just leave the foundation there so I could come and build on it. Do you understand? So the wrecking crew had to come in. So that's that. So it's done. And now I'm building the new nation of Islam. And ain't nobody arguing with me or trying to say it's not Islam that I'm teaching. If you can prove that I'm not teaching Islam, I will stop. And I will give you the $50,000. And if you want me to, I will take my own life for standing up here telling other than the truth, even though I thought I was telling the truth. Now, you show me where I'm teaching. The Holy Quran says, invoke death if you are truthful. I mean, put your life on what you say. I don't hear none of y'all putting your life on nothing you talking about. Did you ever hear WD say he put his life on what he teaching? What about Farrakhan? What about Silas? What about Royal? You ain't heard none of them say they put their life on what they saying. But you hear me saying it. And you heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say it. And you read in the Holy Quran where it says, invoke death if you are truthful. So, tell you what, I'll let you hear some more later. It's late. Everybody tired. And I'm going to let you go to get you some rest. May Allah bless us all and keep us safe and in our right minds. Yes? Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And, I should have been saying that for the past few years. I mean, we've been on here since, 2009? I should have been telling y'all to subscribe. But you can subscribe, and that way you'll know when we're on the air. Because sometimes I do special things like I'm doing now to read from the January 6th report. Now, I didn't read from it tonight, but I told you I was going to do it like an ice cream cone. So we all right. So I'll talk to you tomorrow if it pleases Allah. And may Allah bless us all and keep us safe and in our right minds. May Allah's Salam Alaikum.
This session is no longer...